It could move up, it could move back. Either way, we should have this time to be able to better prepare for something else. We're kind of in the throes of this, right? A lot of organizations are just kind of in the throes of this. They weren't prepared. They're still not prepared. People are still trying to figure out how to overcome allowing their workforce to manage through this, connect to the application, serve customers. Yesterday, I talked about, salespeople trying to figure out their new world, which is, how do I get in front of customers? We're going to come out of this, folks, right? We're going to come out of this initial component, right? We're going to be resilient. We're going to do it. I truly believe that. And I think that the data is showing that too, right? If anybody's just watching the news and following the CDC. But this becomes a really, really important time frame right here, right? For us to now look at this time here. What are we going to do when we gain this time to prepare? Because what we shouldn't do is come out of this and go, we're good. We'll just repeat what we did and we'll be successful. Because a lot of people are not going to be successful. We need to look at the lessons learned from here, okay? Of what did we just go through? What did every organization just see and deal with? What worked, what didn't? Lessons learned. Start doing some AARs, after action reviews, okay? This isn't hard. We're living in this reality, okay? So if I was a small business, a mid-sized business, or even if I was in charge of enterprise, okay, I would be taking advantage of this time coming up or going into this. How are we better enabling resources for our people who work from home, okay? Do they have the right equipment? Is everybody working off of standardized equipment? Now is the time to be looking at the supply chains and figuring out where can you get the equipment that you need? Is it laptops? Is it home desktops and setups? Okay, because besides the fact that everybody wants to go back into the offices and work and do that, some companies are going to realize that that's no longer plausible. And maybe even I have a theory that companies will realize that, oh, we can actually work from home. Why am I paying for all this real estate? And people are we're gonna see companies probably taking down their amount of real estate, allowing for more work from home options. Well, what is everybody working from? Are they still through this? And do you expect them to, through here and going into this, work from personal laptops and desktops again? Okay, we should be using this time right now to realize that that's not a good idea. And for as security professionals, how are we enabling that type of thinking inside of the business? Okay, now there's going to be cost constraints. We understand that. But we should be thinking about how to create that opportunity and take advantage of that time. So I would be looking at, bolstering and not being so reactive as we are in here, bolstering our capabilities to allow for secure remote work, a secure remote workforce, right? Maybe even enabling, looking at our internship programs and some of our new work for hire. How are we onboarding people now who are not going to be in the office? How do we essentially give them the right training now that they are totally remote? A lot of organizations just manage through, everybody gets in a room on the first day of orientation, right? And, we tell you the things and then we tell you some more things a little bit later on. Well, that's not a possibility anymore. And how can we now deliver that training more effectively into the workforce as they're working from home? And can we get better during this time so that we can, because I am assuming people are going to hire people are going to keep working even through later on in the year, and going into 2021 and 2022, we want that. We want the growth and everything. This is the time to start shooting for. I think people really just need to hone in on this area. I think it's a known that we will come down through this, and it's an unknown known that we may come and have an uptick. How do we really capitalize on this lull over the summer and figure out how we can be better positioned should we have to go through this again? That's really my main point.